Hi everyone, I'm Shaolin,
Hi, I'm Shaoang,
and we are the Olympic champion short track speed skating Liu brothers.
and you are watching the sports team on CGTN.
Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by China's short track speed skating brothers, Liu Shaolin and Liu Shaoang. Guys, welcome. It's been an extremely busy start to the season already. It's only going to get busier with the Asian Winter Games, and then it's an Olympic year. You kicked off in Beijing in December. How did that go for you?
Hi, thank you. Good to be here. It was a really good season. It started a little bit rough. It's not how we imagine it's going to be, but the home competition in Beijing, it was really nice and it was really successful.
I suppose reflecting on the season as a whole, how would you rate the overall performance?
I think the overall performance is pretty good. There's always ups and downs in this sport, so if you know the sport, you know it's like always like difficult to be on the top. So I think that's a normal thing to like have some ups and downs in the season.
And of course, you had great success in the Netherlands last year, you know, along with Lin Xiaojun and Sun Long, with a victory in the 5,000 meters. That was a tremendous performance. You followed that up at the World Tour with a silver in the 5,000 meters. All the success is boding really well for what's going to be a very busy time for you. Has it given you extra confidence ahead of the Asian Winter Games?
Well, we are in the middle of the season, and the next competition is the Asian Games. So it's going to be a really big competition. And sometimes, if we have so many big competition in one season, for example, this season we have the Asian Games, and we have the test event for the Olympic upcoming Olympic in Milan. So it's a really busy season, but we like to be busy. We like to work hard and fight for the gold medals.
Xiao, I'm going to turn to you because you've also got to focus on 1,000 and 500 meters as well. How do you sort of split that focus when you're preparing for team events and individual events? Does it take up a lot more mental energy?
Yeah, as you mentioned before, of course, for ourselves, we have the individual races, and on the other side, we have the team events as well, which is really important for us because. Especially because we train a lot for that, and like every time after the trainings we sit down with the guys and watch back all the training videos. So it's really important for us like how to prepare for the next competition. And even though like if we win a competition, we still watch the videos because we have to look back and analyze everything after the races. And yeah, on the individual races is really important for us as well. We always try to do our best on the ice.
As we were talking before we started recording, you know, the amount of traveling that you guys have to do is quite breathtaking. You know, we were saying that all the cities start to merge into one as the season goes on. You said that the next competition is the Asian Winter Games in Harbin. Particularly interesting because it's, of course, at home. So not as much traveling this time for that competition. That's positive on one hand, but how does it feel to perform at home? Is there extra pressure for you guys?
I wouldn't say it's extra pressure. Like it's always good to race in front of the home crowd, and it's always a really good boost for you for an athlete. I wouldn't say it's a pressure. I think it's giving you more confidence to race, and I think actually. If we can organize more home competitions, it's really good preparation for the Olympics, because the Olympics is the biggest event for an athlete in their life, and I think this is a really good practice for the Olympic.
And what about going to Harbin? Are you excited for that? Is it a place you know particularly well? It's famous for cold weather. How well do you know it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been there before, and it feels amazing. I mean, the cold is like super cold there, but like we were like super young when we first went to Harbin, and all I can remember the ice castles, and it's a beautiful city. And so sadly, I don't think so we have that much time to go around to have some adventure in the city, but like we are 100% sure for we're gonna prepare ourselves for the competition.
Any kind of food you want to try?
Well, we wish we can try food, but we are on a really strict diet.
bet.
And yes, as Shaoang said, like the winter castles, they are beautiful. And this time, unfortunately, we don't think we have time to visit. But hopefully, our fans who's coming for a competition, they can visit and see how beautiful Harbin it is.
Well, I'm sure fans will also be interested to know not just about your journey, but the journey of the entire short track speed skating team. What's the overall mood of the team, not just you two, but your teammates going into the event? Is everyone confident?
I think everyone is really confident. If someone know the sport, they know we have to train together. It's an individual sport where you have part of the individual parts and the team parts, but all the time we train together. So the whole team is all year we train together, and like we live together, we move together. So as Shaoang said, like the team is really confident, and we are practicing a lot, not just on the ice, off the ice. So I think we are really confident, and especially the Beijing World Tour give us a big confidence to going to the Asian Games.
Well, you mentioned living together, training together, so I'm sure you know each other very well, but I can guarantee none of them grew up together like you two have, or lived together as kids, obviously. Being brothers in a sport like this, how does it add to your chemistry? Do you sometimes think that it adds to your performance? Do you sometimes have your squabbles off the ice? How does it work?
It's always good to have someone who you can look up to and like motivates you all the time. So, for example, if any of us have a bad day or a bad mood, like we can always cheer up each other, and we can always be there for each other. And yeah, we have the spirit, we have the harmony, and we're always prepared for everything.
And one thing that has been noticeable since you two rose to prominence is your interaction with the fans. I'm just interested to know, how have you handled that rise in fame, and have you got any memorable encounters with the people who follow you?
Oh, well, we love our fans, and we cannot say anything bad to them. And hopefully they can come to as many competition as they can. And we are really lucky actually this season, because we have 3 international competition here in China. So I think I feel really lucky, and I'm really happy the fans can come and enjoy our competition, and hopefully we can get them the gold medal.
Well, they'd be interested to know what kind of things you get up to when you're not competing, when you're not traveling, in your downtime. How do you relax when you're on the circuit? What kind of things do you get up to?
Well, it's really difficult to be a professional athlete and like have some hobbies or like other activities, because we always try to do some passive activities, like don't get into like some kind of tired activities, because like, for example, on the weekends we don't go that much out for like example like hiking or like climbing a mountain, because it's like super tired. But we love to watch movies, and we love to like have some like easy activities.
One final question for the competition side of things. As we were talking off camera, we're soon entering that Olympic cycle. Realistically, how well do you think you can do?
Well, for an athlete, the Olympic is the most important competition in their life, and everyone is preparing for that particular competition. And it's really hard to say what's going to happen. I think we are experienced a lot in the sport, especially in short track speed skating. The ice can break out anytime. You can get a kick on the blade, and your race is over. So there is a lot of outsider things can happen. But I think we are doing everything on the trainings, everything every day. There's like eating, sleeping, resting, training. So we are really motivated, and we know we have our goals, and we know what we want to reach.
Liu Shaolin, thank you very much for joining us on Sports Scene. And again, all the very best for the upcoming season and Olympic cycle.
Thanks for having us.